So, happy Mother's Day, all you cool cats and kittens. Here's my issue. This 56 deck, before I put this height kit on, when it was on the mower, I could press down on this side and the whole thing would teeter-totter. Like it wouldn't stay down so it was level. And I thought there was just something wrong with these pins. And I thought once I put the height kit on, it would take care of that. The problem is, when I put the height kit on and then I put this deck back on the mower, it was still doing it. And so I took it off there and I put it back under the bench here because I didn't have time to mess with it. But I need to get this thing figured out because now I have a ton of money into this deck, especially with this height kit on here, and I'd really like to be able to use it. But as you can tell, the chains are tight in the front right now, and they're hanging down the same amount in the back, but that's just because it's not mounted to the machine right now, so there's slack on them. So I have a couple ideas of what I think might be the issue here. So I'm going to put this back on the machine, and we're going to find out if I can't figure out why this deck is teeter-tottering. So here's the 48 deck on here. Now see, watch, I can push down right here. See that side doesn't lift up? When I push down, same thing. I can push down right here, and that side of the deck doesn't lift up. So it's not teeter-tottering. It's perfectly level, sitting perfectly flat with the same tension on both sides. Now with that 56 deck, when I put it on, I push down on this side, and this side would go right down, and that corner would come up. So something was definitely off on here. Okay, so the 56 deck is on here, and here's my issue. I thought these pins, okay, these pins go down in here to hold the deck on, one on each side. If you guys don't know, when I put the 48 deck back on the other day, I had it in there like that, and the edge of the pin was catching right here. So I threw it off. So I pulled it out and I switched them around because they're supposed to be down in like that, so that they don't catch on anything, okay? So I have those in like that. Now the deck is on here, and you see that chain is tight, that chain is tight, that chain is tight, this chain is not. And this is what I mean. Watch when I push down right here. See how it's going down right there? I can push this deck down and the chain comes up tight, and it's coming up in that corner. So the whole thing is teeter-tottering. Alright, so here's the deal. I fixed it. I don't know why I should have thought of this in the first place, but hey, it is what it is. So let me show you guys real quick what I had to do to get this right. So one thing wrong with this, and I knew when I first got this machine, was this carrier frame is a little tweaked. The guy that had it before me must have hit something with it, and it's kind of bent down a little bit on that side. So what I did is stuck a 2x4 up under the, in between the carrier frame and the deck, and I used that big yellow demolition bar and pried and bent that carrier frame back up. I didn't bend it up all the way, it wouldn't go all the way. So then what I did was I took these mechanisms off right where the chains connect for the height adjust kit. When I installed this kit, when Billy and I did this kit, we did it exactly as per the instructions, and we made sure that they were even all the way around. Well, because it was off like that, because the carrier frame is bent, there's no way you can put these on perfectly even and have this deck still sit level. So what I did, right now the deck is level with about 1/8 of an inch of a pitch toward the front, which is exactly where I want it. it's always ideal for cutting, optimal cutting conditions. You want, if you have a side discharge deck, you want it pitched 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch forward. So it's got to be 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch higher in the back than the front. Okay, but so let me show you this. See how much thread is on there before it screws in and the set nut tightens against it. Now look at this one, barely any. There's about 1/8 of an inch there. There's about 1/2 inch on this one. That's how far it had to be off. This deck is set exactly where I want it now, so everything should be good to go. I'm gonna go cut my front yard with it. I'll film that and I'll see how it's gonna cut. If I get a nice even cut out of it, I know I'm good to go. If not, I'm gonna have to do some more tweaking, which could be a real pain in the butt. So the back two are exactly the same. The amount of thread screwed in on each one, those are identical. So the only ones off are these front ones. That's where I had to make the adjustment. A couple of you guys asked me though, when I'm not using the 48 GHS collection deck, when I'm not bagging with this thing, what do I do as far as the blower? If you guys look back in the video, this is my blower lockout kit. So all you do with this is you grab this rod right here that's connected to that pulley down there, and you lift it up and pull it over. And now I just disengage and pulled all the tension off the belt that goes to the blower. So now the blower won't turn when I'm running this deck, since I don't need it. Just pop that back down, set the hopper back down, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go try to mow this. I gotta look real quick because this came with the old style sticker that has numbers 1 through 12. That doesn't tell me nothing. That's how the one came that was on this deck. And that's how the one that came on this other 56 deck when I had the dealer install the hike kits on these. So what I'm gonna do is look at these marks here and find out what settings are what, and I'm gonna write them on that one with a Sharpie until I can get this sticker instead of the other one. That way I know what heights I'm cutting at.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? The first time of today, to dream, believe.
Okay, so I am very happy with that. Let me see. Try to show you guys this the best I can. That cut is smooth and perfectly even. So it's definitely cutting even. It's cutting nice and smooth and on the same level all the way across. I did the first cut you know, a little bit higher, because I wanted to, that's how you can really tell if it's cutting even, if it's creating the suction it's supposed to, and it's cutting even, you'll tell when you cut it tall. When you cut it down short, you know, you can tell if it's scalping, but to see if the grass is actually at the same height, it's kind of hard to tell because it's so short. So I wanted to cut it up high, and then that way I could tell. You can notice a big difference if it's lower one spot than the other. So that definitely worked. I am very happy with this right now. So I'm definitely going to run this tomorrow. I'll take it and run it all day, and we'll see how it does. But I really wanted to start using this one. So we'll run it tomorrow and see what happens. Billy's not here with me now, so I'll just say hit that scribibbity bobbity button and leave a comment if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, go ahead. And we will see you guys in the next one.